Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this DIY duct tape business card and or ID plastic holder. And yeah, it's really simple and really fun, and it looks really cute. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the tutorial. The supplies you will need are 1 to 2 rolls of tape, one of them being the Art Skills holographic tape. This just helps the holder hold its shape better. If you don't have this, it's okay. It just might not hold its shape as well. You're also going to need a roll of clear tape, some glue dots or double-sided tape. You can also tape it. You're also going to need a ruler, X-Acto knife with a relatively sharp blade, some scissors, and a cutting mat. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first cut out 2 5-inch strips out of your Prism tape. Then stack them on top of each other to be 3 inches tall. Now just take your knife and cut little 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch boxes out of the corner. You're going to want to do that on every corner of the sheet. Now just go ahead and flip this sticky side up. Now just cut 2 6-inch pieces out of your patterned or colored tape. Take your strips and you're going to want to place them on top so that on the bottom there's a 1/4 inch hangover, and on the sides there's a 1/2 inch hangover. So I'm just placing down my piece like so, and then take your second piece, and what you're going to do is leave a 1/4 inch hangover at the top and 1/2 inch hangovers on the side. Now your piece should look something like this. Now you can cut down the sides to be nice and straight. Now what you're going to want to do is we're going to clear tape the entire thing, leaving an 1/8 inch border on every side. Now what you're going to want to do is press down the clear tape and try to get rid of all the air bubbles. Everyone has a different method to doing this. You can use things like a credit card where you like this. You can use things like your fingernails like this, but my personal favorite method is using the back end of a metal X-Acto blade, because what happens when I use a card is little pieces of plastic start to eventually flake off, and it can also, when you use your nail, it also scratches the duct tape. So I prefer to use this because it's nice and smooth, it doesn't peel off, and it's metal, so you know it's not going to break. Now go ahead and peel up your piece, and you should have something that looks like this. It should be clear taped on the outside, and when you flip it over you should have this shape with borders of sticky made with the duct tape and the clear tape. Now for the next step, what I'm going to do is just cut little borders like this, just by cutting straight out from each edge. So I'm cutting out here, cutting here. Now just go ahead and fold over these pieces by taking it and simply folding it over. And then you can use whatever method of clear taping you have and just smooth it out the clear tape like that. And you're going to want to do that for all of the edges. Now you should have something that looks like this. Now what you're going to do is take your knife and cut from this corner to this corner of the sticky so that you get. Now that you've done that, I like to cut out the outside ones. So that would be these 2 flaps and these 2 flaps. So what I do is I just take my knife and I cut right along this, and you're going to just want to remove it like so. Now your piece should just look something like this. Now what I do is I just take a credit card and I place it along the edges like this, or you can use anything straight and flat, and then fold it up over the flat piece just to kind of score it more. And I like to use my end of the X-Acto knife to kind of push it down really hard to give it a nice crisp edge. Do this on all of the edges. Now what you're going to do is simply take 2 pieces and fold them together like this so that the corners touch, And then take this piece right here that we have hanging over and use it to stick the two of them together. Okay, so I showed you two different options where you could either fold it over or cut it. My personal preference is to fold it over because it keeps it nice and rounded. But if that doesn't work for you or you just don't really like the idea, you're welcome to just cut off the excess. Now you're just going to want to kind of keep creasing these to get them really nice and straight. Now you can just put this piece off to the side. Now out of your Prism tape, cut 4 4-inch long pieces of tape. You're going to want to stack them on top of each other to be 5.5 inches tall. You're welcome to clear tape if you want, but I'm not going to because I don't really think it's worth it to clear tape. Now just cut 4 5-inch long pieces out of your patterned or colored tape. Now just place the tapes on top the same way we did when we were making this, leaving 1/4 inch at the bottom and 1/2 inch on the sides. Okay, so now your piece should look something like this, and I accidentally got a couple wrinkles in there. That doesn't normally happen, but of course when I'm filming on camera, everything goes wrong. So yeah, you should just have something that looks like this, and now what you're going to want to do is just cut down the sides to be 1/4 inch long. Now I'm just going to clear tape the entire thing. Now we're just going to cut like crooked boxes out of the corners. So what you do is just take your knife and cut from the corner just out a bit. And then do the same thing on this side. You just cut it a bit out so that you get something that looks like this. And you want to do this on all the corners of the sheet. Now you're just going to want to take your pieces and just fold them over the edge like this, and then just use whatever. Now you're just going to want to take your sheet and fold it in half. Now I'm just going to take 2 handy dandy glue dots, or you can use double-sided tape or anything that's sticky on both sides. And I'm just going to take the glue dot and make it nice and flat on the middle or one of the corners. I'm going to choose to do the corner. So what I do is I just put half of it on one side and then I fold the other half over like so on the opposite corner. Just like this, and I accidentally folded it over, but that's okay. Just kind of just stretch it over the corner. As long as it gets on, it's all good. And now you have your completed sheet. So you can either put it on like this and put it on like that. I just place it on the inside like so, and just pressing down the glue dots really hard so that they stick. And then once I do that, you can just put your plastic on both sides or your business card. And there you have it. Now you have a handy dandy ID plastic / business card holder that you made all yourself out of duct tape, and it looks really, really awesome. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys next tutorial Tuesday. Make sure that if you followed this tutorial and you make this, to use #LoveToCraft on Instagram or on Twitter. And next tutorial Tuesday or tutorial Thursday, I will feature some of your guys' photos. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!
The mountains standing in your strength, the oceans roaring out your praise. All creation glorifies your name. The angels bow before your throne. The heavens shine.